there was this time when Taxstone was king, right, in podcasting. Was that ever a thing like between the two pods? There was a Taxstone versus the Joe Budden podcast with Rory Mal. There was this idea that y'all were competing. Shout out to Tax. He was one of the pioneers of this, by the way.
Definitely shout out to Tax.
Did y'all were y'all actively competing? Like, we gotta beat Tax.
I wouldn't say like a beef and wanting to beat Tax, but to say we didn't pay attention to what Tax was doing would be a lie. Like, I listened to it as a fan, but also as a peer and a competitor. Of course, we wanted to beat Tax. Tax wanted to beat us. Why wouldn't you have that mentality? But it wasn't a Tax. Even that whole like
that'd be a bad idea.
Even when no, of course not. But we were all cool. Like, despite that whole situation that went viral, like even after that, everything was cool. Like, we saw Tax the night that he got arrested.
Wow.
And it was love. Like,
you, Joe, and Mal, or just you?
I don't know if Mal was there. It was me, Joe, and a few other people at SOBs.
Okay.
And saw Tax that night. Like, it's always been love with Tax.
So there was a friendly competition. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. Friendly competition. Anything with Loudspeaker, though, at the time was friendly competition. And we met with Loudspeaker. They tried to sign us. Before there was any pod manager, I was taking every meeting with Reggie, and that was a conversation at one point. Not to say it was ever going to get there, but, it was a conversation.
I think it's cool to tell Tech's story because he was like Combat Jack, like one of the forefathers of this early podcasting era. So
I think Tax and Big Body Bess is probably one of the greatest podcast episodes that's ever existed in the history of podcasting. Tax is a GOAT in it.
That episode was pretty good with Bess too.
Yeah, I mean, I love Bess. Bess is a really good guy. I liked our episode with him because it wasn't like his other episodes. Like, we didn't try to recreate what he did with Tax. We did it the way we...
It'd be hard.
It'd be impossible. But I've seen a lot of people that have had Bess on their pod, like, try to recreate what that would look like. And it's like, no, just be yourself and you'll get an okay episode.